Hi guys, it's Dr. Mohammad Usman and I am back with another video. If you haven't liked my YouTube channel, do visit my YouTube channel and like and subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay updated. You can also visit my Facebook page for updates. So let's talk about today's topic. So today we will be talking about project and development life cycles, which is important part of before starting and jumping into the project management. So you might have an idea that we need some kind of development and project life cycles to execute our projects. The project life cycle is a series of phases that a project passes through from its start to its completion. It provides you the basic framework for managing your project. It can have a specific project work involved, but these phases can be sequential, this can be iterative, this can be overlapping according to the nature of the project. These phase name and numbers are determined by the management, nature of the project, control requirements, area of the application, type of the industry, and then these can also be determined by the unique aspects of the organization or technology. And we have to document this by a methodology, and these provide a basic framework for managing the overall project. Whereas we can map all the projects with the generic project life cycle, which is used in the project management a lot, and it is the basic core of your project management PMBOK. So in basic project life cycle, we have starting of the project, we have organization and preparing, we have carrying out the work, and then there is an end. And this is all related linked to your process groups, starting from initiating processes, planning, executing, monitoring and controlling, and then closing processes, and they are further linked with your 10 knowledge areas. When we will be moving into our next phases, we will be talking about project lifecycle process groups and its different gates and its terminology in detail. But at this moment, we will be just talking about the project development life cycles. So talking about the simple project life cycle, sequential process, it starts from define and moves to the designing, development and deployment. And then we might have studied before that there is a waterfall model in which we have a maintenance phase also to maintain our or control our project again and again throughout its life cycle. So the project life cycles can be predictive or adaptive according to the project criteria, but there are generally one or more phases that are associated with the development of the product, service or the result. These are called the, which we will be reviewing in our next training, and one by one we will talk about all of these project development life cycles. So we will first start by the project predictive life cycle, and we will start from the basics of this one. This is similar to your waterfall model, and it has same phases as your waterfall model, and the little difference over here is that the project scope, time and cost are determined in the early phases, in the requirement phases, and we analyze all the things at one moment and at one phase before moving to the other phase. So we have to analyze the project in the start, we have to plan in the next phase, then we go to the designing, construction, testing, and then to turnover or implementation of the project. So this is similar, like we have to execute all things at once before moving to the next phase, and we have to complete each of the phase before executing the other phases. The second one is the iterative model, in which we have similar approaches like the predictive life cycle, but the difference is that in this one the scope is just analyzed in the start, and then the cost and time is changed according to the project team understanding, and by the time the product or service is executed or increased, it changes according to the project team criteria, and it will also increase or change according to the product size. So iterations can develop through the product through a series of repeated cycles, while increments are successfully added to the functionality of the product. So the phases are repeated over here, and at the end there is a release to the customers. So this was the second one of the project lifecycle, the iterative model. We are just defining over here, and we will discuss these models and implement these one when we'll be moving more in depth to our training, and we will be working on each of these examples. The third one over here is the project incremental life cycles. It is basically the life cycle in which the deliverable is produced through the series of iterations. that successfully add the functionality with a predetermined time frame. So basically you are working on a one product or one system information or one system part, and then you are performing the analysis, then you are designing, coding and testing. So, and then you will deliver the first increment, the first part, the first package of the product. Similarly, like you will start again with the second increment and you will deliver the second part of the project. And in the all these time you are working on the deliverables that are delivering your necessary and sufficient capability to be complete after the last final iteration. So it can consist of 1 iteration, 2 iteration, 3, 4, depending on the time available to the team and depending on the resources and the size of the product. The fourth one is the adaptive life cycle, which by name you can see that it can be the agile, it can be the iterative, it can be the incremental. It is basically depending on the nature of your project. The detailed scope is defined at the start and approved before the start of the iteration. So before any iteration you have to approve this project scope, and then you are working on different iteration. This is similar to the agile project management methodology. So you have to work according to the one iteration and one approved iteration, and then you have to go back again to approve the scope, and then you are again working on the similar cycles. So basically these cycles are also referred as change driven life cycles, and these are also welcomed in the project and most of the time used in the organization due to their easy approach. The basic benefit of this one is that you involve your customer in your development, and you just go through all the phases and processes according to the customer requirements, and it is easy for you to change according to the customer given criteria. The last one is the project hybrid life cycle. Basically I have no image over here. That is because it is combination of predictive and an adaptive life cycle. So we combine two of the different life cycles together and we have to implement it. So it can be according to the technology or the requirement, and you can combine two different methodologies. So it is called a hybrid life cycle. So this video was up to here. If you like my video, do visit my YouTube channel and like and subscribe to it. You can also earn training certificate from our video channel. The process is as follows, and it is easy for you. We have issued many certificates for many participants, and you can also get special certificates. So what you are waiting for? Go today to my YouTube channel and like and subscribe to it. Thank you.